This video is about a eucalyptus tree, but it's also about the environment that I have to work with in order to clean up the mess that we're going to make. I want to talk a little bit about the tree, but I also want to talk a lot about the rocks that these people use to landscape their front yard. So the design of this landscape incorporates two different colored rocks. One set of rocks were very shiny black rocks. They've almost been polished, don't they?
Yeah.
Now there is a separation border between the colored rocks, but it's level with the top of the rocks. So every time we walked through there, we kicked rocks and they got mixed with each other, which made it difficult. Now in California, we have about a dozen or so commonly planted eucalyptus trees, and I can identify quite a few of them, but this one, it's got a exfoliating bark. It sheds this bark in big, thick sections. I'm not exactly certain what variety it is. I have worked on this type of tree before, but it's not a real commonly planted tree in my area. It does show some signs of past injuries to the base of the tree. So I'm guessing that that's happened when they remodeled the house. Now, some species of tree, when they get damaged or impacted, they will decay quickly, especially right near the base of the tree. This one seemed to be relatively solid. I mean, the wood was dead underneath the bark there, but it wasn't showing massive areas of decay. So our job is principally to lighten up any of the heavy areas in this tree, as well as get all the major deadwood out. It was a fairly large tree. I was able to get to about half the tree with the bucket, and Jorge got over and he was climbing on the area that was closest to the house. We had to set it up in such a way that we didn't want to drop anything. They had a lot of delicate plants, and impacting these rocks with a piece of firewood even would just cause those rocks to go flying. I did make that mistake early on, and as you can see, I mean, the way this yard is laid out, it's almost impossible to work with without creating a bigger problem. Okay. Now here it's important to know how your climber behaves. Some climbers will make the initial cut and wait for you to get the branch out of the way and then clean it up. But Jorge's got a bad habit of he just wants to finish it. And I know that, but he could get me in trouble. You see that knot? We're working with the ring. I tie a knot on there and I pull the rope all the way back up. That keeps it from flying through. I want to show you what the wood looks like on the inside of these branches here. It's a very deep, dark red. Maybe one of you guys can tell me what this is. Now, a big part of our job is the cleanup, getting all the leaves and sawdust out of the rocks, as well as putting the rocks back. I want you to take notice of this blower that I've got. It's the Makita electric blower. It's a very expensive blower, but I love it. It's really quiet, and it's almost as powerful as a gas blower. Now, these highly polished black rocks were incredibly slippery to walk on. Here's what the leaves look like, and I am looking for help. Who out there knows what variety of euc this is?